Hey, hello children. The time now is 7:30. All right, let's begin lesson. 7:30. I always start on time one. Resbella, are you okay? All right, let me mute you. Okay, come. So today, right, the program today is we'll do one question from last week work. The one question which I told you, remember to use the before and after method, the Lawrence and Glenn one. All right, so we'll do that one question first. All right, I hope that you actually participated in the homework. Then after that, we'll go into today's lesson, which is actually quite simple. All right, when you talk about ratio, the beginning part of ratio is quite simple. We talk about something called repeated identity. All right, so today's lesson is not too tough. All right, today's worksheet is not too tough. Can? Okay, then in the middle, we'll have a Kahoot lesson, or we can have a Kahoot period. Right. So today we have a lot to do lah. Can? Remis, you still can't hear me. Can you please try to log in from another device? Right, maybe you can go to I think the handphone to log in or something like that. Caitlin, you got something to say?
Yeah, to upload the thing, I don't know how to, cause last week the thing was, I couldn't hear what I was saying. So I tried and upload, but then I upload a few times and then the screen is just black.
Okay, so did I send you the video of how to upload?
No, my mother didn't receive.
Okay, so wait, I will send it inside the chat later. You can actually copy the link. It's a
Okay,
YouTube
but
video.
but I did take photo and then I try and post it, but then when I do it, the thing just turned black. You can see my answers, right? The thing, the photo I gave you, when I see from my one is black color.
Wait lah, let me go into your account.
Right.
I didn't see any photo in your account. Oh yeah, I see a black, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I took photo, but then it didn't.
Oh yeah, I see the
Uh,
black thing. All right, you need to pull down. You need to cut up the place you want to go to. Do you
yeah,
know that?
I did. My book is drawn. Now I take photo and now I cropped it.
Yes.
Yeah, and then when I post it, when I submit my thing, it has the picture, but then when I submit it, it just become
Turn
black
black.
color.
Okay. All right, so maybe this part, let me check with the technical crew to
Okay.
see what is happening. Right, but what you're saying, right, is like the steps you are doing is exactly what I wanted you to do. So shouldn't be any problem. Right, so let me check with the technical group first to see what they can do about this. Is that okay? Thank you, Caitlin, for your feedback. Thank you. All right, thank you for trying also. All right. So the rest you can actually try to upload your solution also. Later I will show you I will show you Gordon's answer later. Can? All right, let's take a look at this particular question from last week first. Okay. So remember I told you to use something called this method called before and after.
Can I log out and log in? Cause there's something wrong with my computer.
Yes, please. Log out and log in again.
Okay.
Okay, come. Let's take a look. So we have two-person Glenn. He had $486 more than Lawrence at first. Okay. So what happened is that Lawrence is the one who got lesser money. So Lawrence is the one that got lesser money. So I call him the 1 unit. And because Glenn got a bit more, 486 more, we call it 1 unit plus 486. All right, I started off with you with this portion. All right, and I hope that you could adjust accordingly. This is like the question that I told you, right? Some of you are actually doing it in school. That kind of question. Okay, come. So Glenn spent 2/3 of his money. Glenn spent 2/3 of his money to buy a vest. All right. So the English here, 2/3 of means times his money. So let's talk about Glenn now here. What is 2/3 times? Careful, Glenn, there are two parts to it. One is called the units, and the other one is called the money. Okay. So 2/3 times the 1 unit first. There are two parts to it. If you press your calculator, 2/3 times 1 is back to 2/3 lah. All right, and not forgetting your 2/3 is also for this money, which is $486. So they are supposed to be done separately, like this. And you press your calculator, what is 2/3 times 486? 324. 324. Okay. Remis, are you still here? Remis. Okay, so down here, 2/3 unit and $324 is being given or spent. So down here we can say spend. And what else do we know? What else do we know? Lawrence actually got 1 unit, right? He spent 1/4 of his money. All right, so this is Lawrence spending 1/4 of his money. Of means times and his money. So down here under the spend, 1/4 times 1 unit. That will be equal to 1/4 unit. That is spend. So what is after? After means at the end of the day, what happened? Look, in the beginning, Glenn got 1 unit. He spent 2/3 unit. At the end of the day, he's left with 1/3 unit. Can you see or not? Because 1 unit minus 2/3 is 1/3 one. Down here, in the beginning, he got 486. He spent 324. What is left? Take your 486 minus 324. Is 162. So down here will be 162. That is at the end of the day. All right, do it slowly, step by step, individually, everything will be okay. Let's talk about Lawrence. Lawrence got 1 unit, he spent 1/4 unit, 1 minus 1/4, down here left with 3/4 unit. Okay one, okay one. All right, fractions in ratio, okay. They had a total of 422 left. That means this one, total of 422 left is 422. Can you see now? So you're supposed to activate something called here and there to assist you. Let's try. So we have 1/3 unit plus $162. This is in money plus 3/4 units is equal to 422. The units, we put it at one side here and there, remember? And the money, 162, I bring it across. This is a plus, I bring across, give me a minus 162. Press your calculator. What is 1/3 plus 3/4? It is actually 13/12. Unit. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. What is 422 minus 162? 260. Don't worry. Your objective is always to find 1 unit. And how do you find 1 unit? I told you. You divide by itself. You divide by 13/12. Don't worry, it works. So 13/12 divided by 13/12 is 1. So 260 also must divide by 13/12. All right, so you write out the step, $260 divide by 13/12. And if you press your calculator, it's a beautiful number. It is actually $240. Isn't this beautiful? When you can find 1 unit, you can rule the world. You can do this entire question already. Let's take a look at what they want. How much more did the vest cost than the blazer? All right. So Lawrence went to buy a blazer. So this is the cost for a blazer. Can you see it? All right. And this portion, right, this whole thing is the cost for a vest. Can? Let's go and find it. Let's go and find it. So what is 2/3 unit? 2/3 unit is equal to 240 times 2/3. Right? Because we know that 1 unit is 240, right? So 2/3 times 240 is $160. But he spent another 324, right? So down here, 160 plus 324, money plus money, 484. Oh, the vest so expensive. So this is for the price of the vest. Let's talk about the blazer. Let's talk about the blazer. So the blazer is 1/4 unit. 1 unit is 240. How you get to 1/4 times 1/4? All right, press your calculator, or you can simply take 240 divided by 4. That will give you a $60. And this is for the vest. Sorry, this is for the blazer. Is it true that the vest costs more than the blazer? Yes. How much more? How much more? All right, so you have to minus. So it's 484 minus your $60. Can you see? All this can be done when you get the 1 unit. So finding the 1 unit is always your main objective. And everything else will fall into place. So this will follow by here. And this will follow by here. All right, sorry, I didn't plan my working properly. Right, Gordon, I saw you're working. Nice. Giselle, Cole, I saw your message also. You say that your teacher is doing ratio. Good job. All right, I'm also doing ratio today. All right, mine is ratio and fraction.
I'm not. My name is not Cole. My name is not Giselle Cole. My
okay,
name is
Giselle
Giselle
Cole. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so sorry about that. All right, so yes, any more
I
messages?
I go by.
All right, so let's go into the next portion. All right, the next portion in terms of the notes. All right, you are supposed to actually upload question 8 and 10 into the worksheet. All right, you're supposed to do that. All right, but again, only one person did it this week. Next week, can you try to have more students uploading the question? All right, Caitlin did try. All right, but didn't manage to upload properly. I will check with the technical crew to see what is happening. Okay, come. Okay, so today's the quick notes, right? Let's do a little bit about fractions and ratio. All right, so a very simple quick notes is this. For example, we have a comparison between two persons. Let's say A is like 2/3B. Right? Here we are comparing two persons. All right, we are comparing two persons here. So A is the first person versus B is the second person. The numerator we always say is for the first person. The denominator is always for the second person. All right, so this is a fast way of knowing how many units each person will have. All right, so if you have two persons, the numerator is for the first person, the denominator is for the second person, is for the back person. Okay, what if the question changed a little bit like this? A, 2/3 more. With this single word more, right, things get a little bit more complicated already. All right, but the 3 down here, it still belongs to the B. All right, how do you read this? You read it as A is 2 more than B. All right, you read it as A is 2 more than B. So as you can see, right, the B, for example, is 3 units. The A will be how much? The A is 2 more, means plus 2 lah. Right, so you have to be able to recognize some of these in order to know how many units they belong to. Then it'll be easier for your problem solving. Yes, Rachel, I saw your answer. Thank you. All right. Then, okay, let me go back to this one first. All right, this one represents what? A as what? 2 units, right? And down here, B is 3 units. This is quite direct, huh?